Namaste, people. Welcome to the show Get Set Green. I'm your host Pooja R V. This podcast was created as a part of Podcast Lab by India Film Project in association with Anchor by Spotify. We know that planting trees solves the majority of environmental problems like pollution, groundwater storage, etc. But what are we doing about it? We are confused. We don't know how to start. Today, I will introduce you to Abhimanyu Meena, who is a chemical engineer and UPSC aspirant right now. He makes seed balls using black soil, which are not prone to any damage, easy to carry, and has greater probability of germination. You just have to throw these seed balls on the ground. It will grow when it finds the suitable conditions for its growth. And the best part is, these seeds won't die even after hundreds of years. So let's welcome him to the show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. Okay. So you were like studying, having the engineering background, and you were an UPSC aspirant. So right now studying all the stuff related to UPSC. So how exactly did you start like totally interdisciplinary change? Because even though you are not studying the UPSC related studies, but you are now doing certain work related to seed balls making and everything. What made you to do this thing, like changing your perspective towards environment?
While preparing for UPSC, the four wall starts eating you, and you need to change your mindset for a while. When I was listening to newspapers via a YouTube channel, then I started making seed balls with them. In 40 minutes, I was able to make 100 seed balls. I started.
Okay. So, can you briefly explain our audience regarding like how exactly the seed balls are prepared and what is the lifespan and how we have to move on forward if they get those seed balls?
The seed balls is the simplest way to plant tree. And it's a natural process happening for billions of years since the earth started to make life on earth. For example, when you see, you have often seen a small type of seed balls on walls or on a rooftop. The tree starts to grow.
Yes.
When a bird eats a seed, and the seeds will don't get digested in his or her body, and the poop that comes out of it, it rolls around the soil and it becomes the smallest seed ball.
Right.
That's why we can see that seed ball, trees are planted on. We can see tree from a concrete floor or on the rooftop. Similarly, seed balls is the simplest one. It's is usually made from four things: seeds, compost, soil, and water. First, we have to mix soil and compost to make a paste, and then we have like a laddu. We have to prepare it like a laddu, and we have to take a small part of the paste, and we have to add the seed at the center of this paste. And then we have to roll it like a laddu. That's a seed ball. And we have to keep it. We have to make it dry for 2 to 3 days under sun or in your house. That's how a seed ball is made. And then you can throw it everywhere. And seeds are like a time capsules. They last for generations, even for thousands of years. And when we throw a seed ball, whenever they get water or moisture, and already there is compost in it, the nutrients are already available for the seeds, and the plant will happen on its own. And the best part is you can't carry 100 saplings and move place to place, but you can carry 100 seed balls at a time.
Yes, definitely. That's actually quite feasible and easy solution because carrying saplings may cause a lot of trouble in terms of transportation. So, which is
Transportation is the problem, but there is another problem in those saplings. The soil ecosystem and the ecosystems and the plant ecosystem and the ecosystem surrounding that soil. When you dug a hole and planted sapling, that ecosystem differs a lot. The chances are high that the plant will die. But in case of seed balls, the chances are high that the plant will survive.
yeah, like the probability of survival is more in case of seed balls. So that's what you want.
Yes, and it's cheap too. Like it's cheap too. You can make 100 seed balls, but you can't take care of 100 plants at a time. And it's really cost. And 100 seed balls, you only have to throw them and nothing else.
Yeah, correct. In terms of seed balls, like what is the compost material you use while making? Can you please elaborate on that?
They are of tree leaves. They are composed of tree leaves.
So you use coco peat now and as well as black soil. Like, can you differentiate between those?
No, I started using coco. Initially, I did no. Initially, I didn't know how to make a seed ball. I started like a trial and error process. Initially, I used coco peat, but cocoa paste doesn't bind with compost very fine. You have to press it, and my hands remember that very well because it was really a painful process. Then I researched about it more, and then I found out coal. Coal is actually the thing about coal is when you make coal seed balls, the insects, animals, and anything will move away from them. They usually don't prefer it. They don't even damage it. Coal is the best part, but coal is extremely expensive to. We have to buy coal in tons. I was offered to buy 1,000. I had to buy 1 ton of coal to make seed balls. But what would I do with 1 ton of coal at a time? Then I researched about it more. Then I found out about black soil. And black soil was a perfect because it was cheap. And when we combined with compost, and when black soil dried, they usually whenever black soil dried, they usually shrink down into small tight pot. And that was the best product for making a seed ball. Best ingredient for making a seed ball. That's a perfect.
Okay. So, is there any support from others? Like right now, are you doing this like all alone, or you have your team like carry out this all seed ball making and distributing?
Actually, I don't have a team. I am trying to make a team for last 7 months, but I don't have a team. Initially, I didn't even have a budget. That 250 seedballs I made with cocoa peat. I tried to sell them offline and online. I did try to contact the influencers and local authorities, but no one was interested in that in buying those seedballs. And my friend Richa Butala gave me an idea that you should sell it in a small quantity, like sell it 100 batch of 100 to your friends. You can have a budget to buy more ingredients and continue your project for a further years. So I did that, and I sell my seedballs to my friends, and I sold them around Delhi and the surrounding areas. And then I did got budget, and then I did buy other ingredients. After throwing those seed balls, then I was able to buy people seeds. Actually, when you buy seeds, they're extremely expensive. And the worst part is if you don't make it regularly, majority of them are going to get destroyed or because of the moisture content and different other. Actually wasted, not destroyed. They won't get destroyed, but you won't be able to make that amount of seed balls if you don't have ingredients if you don't have other ingredients with it.
That was my next question. Like, how did you collect all those seeds? Like, from where? Source?
Initially, I did. There is a mandi everywhere in every part of India.
Right. So this was the story about seed balls. If you want to know more about the process of seed ball making and any queries related to it, you can reach out to Abhimanyu Meena through his Instagram handle at Samadhan21, or you can mail him. I will mention the mail address in the description. If you have any insights and suggestions about the podcast, you can mail me at prv480172@gmail.com. And also you can connect with me on my Instagram handle at Namaste People. We'll meet next week with new stories, so stay tuned.